Hello YouTube! This is thesupremehaus here, TSH, and I'm here with my 5th PO animated Wi-Fi battle against a guy named Yeagermeister666, and this was a really cool guy. We had 3 matches, 2 UU, 1 OU. I'm uploading the OU one, and he was just a really great guy. We had a couple UU matches first, like I said. I won one of them, he won the other, and then we had this really close OU battle. So, I'll just have to show you what happens. So here we go, let's get this battle started. Okay, so I lead off with Cloyster, and he leads off with his Hippowdon, and I'm pretty sure that he's going to switch, so I'm just going to go for the Shell Smash right off. And he goes into this Umbreon, and Umbreons are so bulky and so annoying. I hate Umbreons, but, you know, they are really good, so... Okay, and I've had experience with this before, and if this is like the Umbreon I faced before with my Cloyster, I won't be able to one-hit KO it unless I get a crit. So, I just go for the Icicle Spear as he goes for the Sucker Punch, and it hits, it crits. So that pretty much means that his Umbreon's out. And that's kind of unfortunate. I hate to see it happen, but you know, it hits 5 times, there's a pretty okay chance that it'll crit. And getting hit by the Sandstorm, and goes on to Cresselia. And I'm going to go for Icicle Spear again, and it doesn't do nearly as much to Cresselia. Cresselia is even more bulky, and more annoying than Umbreon, and it has Levitate, which is also annoying. But you know what? That's the kind of stuff that makes up an OU team and just completely walls off everything. So, he goes for Thunder Wave, makes me slower than him, but I'm pretty sure he can't do very much, so he just switches on to Heatran. I go for Icicle Spear again, not to overpredict. Heatran comes in, and obviously he ×4 resists the Icicle Spear, and that does almost nothing, which is kind of unfortunate, but I do have the Rock Blast, which will be neutral hit and do a lot more. And he goes for a sub to try and get a sub up, but, you know, Rock Blast is a perfect move to use on someone who's trying to sub, because it'll break the sub, and then it'll keep hitting afterwards, which is just awesome. So, he does not get that sub. I break the sub, I almost kill the Heatran, but not quite. So, Heatran's down to about, like, 14% of his health, gets leftovers back, I'm getting hit by Sandstorm. He's just gonna Lava Plume me, or Magnastorm me, my bad, and take me out, so that's too bad. But Cloyster did a lot of damage, so good for Cloyster. I go out into my Scorp because it's an awesome Gliscorp, get it? Okay, either way, any switch, here we go. And I just go for Earthquake as he protects, try and get back Lefty's recovery, and he's going to sub next turn, I believe. Really wants that sub. But I'm just going to press the attack. No, he doesn't sub, I'm sorry. He goes out into this Azelf, which is really good play, because Azelf obviously has Levitate and won't take anything from Earthquake. My bad. So, goes out into this, and I do not see the Ice Punch coming, but he does hit me with the Ice Punch. He told me it was an Expert Belt Azelf, which is pretty cool, actually. I fling my Toxic Orb at it, get some poisoning in there, and super effective damage. And I'm not really sure why he didn't just stay. I'm pretty sure he switches. I'm not really sure why he did. I go for Protect. Wait, no, yeah, I go for Protect this turn. Man, I'm getting things all messed up. I'm sorry. Okay, I go for Protect. He goes for another Ice Punch. You know, I just want to get back some of my HP because of Poison Heal and stuff like that, and stall him down, do a little more damage with the poison. And I switch his turn and go into my U-turn, who will take the Ice Punch really well because it's Steel type and pretty darn bulky. And so, yeah, I take the Ice Punch, and he's still getting hurt by Poison, which is great, and he's still getting hurt by Sandstorm, which is great. And I'm going to try and just kind of stall him out and set up screens and stuff. So he goes for Fire Punch this time, and that does quite a bit more. But I still take it really nice, and I set up the Reflect. And this turn he dies off to the Sandstorm and all the residual damage. My bad, I'm sorry that happened. Okay, so Yeager is gonna send out Heatran, and that's just gonna kill me completely with Magnastorm, because that's what Heatrans do. They just murder things. So, I sent out my Darth Chicken because it's pretty specially defensive, and it can take this Heatran even without a screen set up. It's unfortunate that my Jirachi had to die. I didn't even get to set up my rocks. But, so I decide to go for a sub this turn, which is great, because that's going to really help. And I get my sub up, and I'm getting hurt by the Sandstorm and stuff, which is not so great, but he's just going to go for a sub this turn as I Drain Punch to get a little bit of my HP back. And I think after the leftovers, he still doesn't quite have enough for another sub, which is unfortunate for him. And he's gonna just protect this turn to get more HP back, so he will have enough for a sub. This is a really stallish Heatran. So I go for the Drain Punch. He's protected. Doesn't do anything. Don't get any HP back, which is not so great. But what can you do, I guess? So, my Scrafty's still behind the sub, which is good. And he is just going to switch now into Hippowdon. And I went for Drain Punch, not to overpredict, but it does nothing to this Hippowdon. So you can tell that this thing must be like max bulk or something like that. I go for an Ice Punch this turn to see how much it'll do. And it still doesn't do, like, anything. So, super effective Ice Punch from a Scrafty. I mean, it doesn't have any Moxie boost yet, but still, it should do more than that. I've gotta change this thing up, give it a little more attack EVs so it'll do a little more damage. But anyway, let's just keep going, and he's gonna set up basically on me, but I don't really want to switch out, so I'm just gonna keep hitting him. And he sets up his Stealth Rock, and I keep Ice Punching him just to do a little bit of damage, and I'm pretty sure he goes for a Toxic, so yeah, he Toxics me just to speed things up. He's kind of stalling me out with the Sandstorm, the Toxic, and stuff. And he knows that I'm gonna die next turn, and I know it too, but yeah, oh well. I just did not want him to stay in here and Earthquake something. I wanted to get a free switch. So he slacks off, which kind of sucks. I thought that I'd get him down a little bit lower, and that his last move would be like, I don't know, something besides slack off. I was hoping, but it's not. So he slacks off and gets all of his HP back, and I pretty much just wasted my time. So that's not so great. And I go on to Scorp this turn because I know it'll take anything he has. He's already poisoned, and Earthquake obviously won't do anything to me. So I go on to him, and I'm gonna Acrobat, because that is just a pro move, and I love Acrobatics. It's a great move once you've gotten rid of your item. And it almost kills a Cresselia. It has 1 HP left after Sandstorm. So I just protect this turn. Oh, sorry. It keeps happening. I protect this turn, and he tries to trick me, but thank gosh I put up Protect, otherwise I would have gotten like a Choice Scarf or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what it had. I think it was a Choice Scarf. That would have been horrible. Okay, so I'm still alive, and he's going to go out into Heatran and Magma Storm and almost kills me, but Gliscor is just too epic to die. So he's going to Earthquake the Heatran and kill it, because he's a Gliscor, and he just does stuff like that. And I love Gliscor. It's really, really bulky and really awesome. So he goes on to Salamence, and I think that I can actually take a Dragon Claw if he's going to use that, after I protect at least, to get my HP back. So, yeah, he goes for Dragon Claw like I thought he would. He could have been like a bulky one with Dragon Tail, but I was pretty sure he had Dragon Claw and Dragon Dance and stuff like that. And so, it was kind of risky though, because he could have Dragon Danced on the turn that I went for Protect. So he goes for Dragon Claw, and I do take it like I thought, and I go back and retaliate with Acrobatics. And that's good. It does a little bit of damage, not a whole ton. And I'm going to Protect again to get HP back, and this time he goes for Dragon Dance, so that's not so great. And this ultimately is my downfall right here, because I basically just let him set up the Dragon Dance instead of switching into something that could have taken him out, like my Latias. I was just being stupid. I didn't want to get hit by a Dragon Claw, because I didn't think I could take a Dragon Claw, but I just let him set up Dragon Dances right here, which shows you just how much of a noob I am, I guess. This was kind of just a fun rematch, though. It didn't really matter a whole ton. So he is up to his 3rd Dragon Dance, and I keep hitting him with Acrobatics. It'll kill him next turn, but of course that doesn't really matter, because he's gonna just sweep my entire team with 3 Dragon Dances at this point. So he Dragon Claws me, and my last hope was that I would be able to live it, but I do not. So I could have protected there, I guess, but there's really no way to predict which turn he was going to go for the Dragon Claw. He could have just set up forever if he wanted to. So he's going to go Dragon Claw, kill my Hooktail, which is sad, which is a Choice Specs Latios, because Latioses are awesome. And now he goes, and he's just going to Dragon Claw and kill my Grand Chandera, because Chandera is also awesome, but I wish you could use Shadow Tag Shandera, because that would be just even better. But you can't. So my Shandera goes down, and that was a great game. Thank you so much, Yeagermeister666, for that third battle, actually. And he's a really cool guy. I don't think he has a YouTube channel. If he did, I would leave the link in the description. And please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe. And peace out, YouTube. See you later.